Three, two, one. Yahoo! Hello, everybody. Right on. Hey, my name's Tony Winchester. I'm here with Tonystalkshow, and I'm with my buddy. That's right, ThatRSNerd. Nerd, welcome to the show.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Long time overdue. I feel
Yeah,
like.
man, I'm so happy to have you on here. No kidding. I watch your show on a pretty regular basis. We got a huge amount of friends that we have in common. You know what I mean? And I just think it's cool as hell.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely, man.
so let me ask you, what is your first name?
My first name is Jeremy, Jeremy.
All right, Jeremy. And where are you from?
I am from Massachusetts, up north, northeast.
Oh, no kidding. Cool. So you're kind of close to like Boston, or?
Yep, about an hour away from the ocean.
All right. Now let me ask you this: are you a New England Patriots fan?
Absolutely not, and I have a couple stories that I could tell about that later on.
Well, I am a Patriots fan, believe it or not. Okay. Now they're not my favorite team. You know, I don't know, six or seven teams in the AFC and six or seven teams in the NFC. But are you a football fan? How's that?
Yes, I am absolutely a football fan.
Who's
Big football fan.
who's your favorite team?
Sadly to say, the Atlanta Falcons, the team that that blew a 25-point lead to the Patriots a couple
Yeah.
years back.
You know, that's my nephew's favorite team too. He
Oh yeah,
likes the
nice.
Falcons. You know, cool. Hell yeah, they're a great team. They really are. Got a lot of great players. Got a great quarterback. You know, and some of the best receivers in the game. You know.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Now I'm just curious. Okay. You stream on Twitch, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And are you doing it just for fun, or are you hoping to make it a full time gig sometime, or a little of both, or?
For right now, a little of both. I mean, the goal is obviously to maybe eventually do it full time, but right now I'm just hanging around, having fun with people,
Now
hanging out
you
with
now
people.
you work a full time job and still come home and stream every night, right?
Yes, sir. Actually, I work part time as of right now, but soon I'll be getting a full time job, and I also go to school.
Cool.
I did go to school 5 days a week. I'm on summer vacation as of right now.
What do you go to school for?
I'm going for accounting, and I'm going to be in my sophomore year this coming fall. So I'm excited.
Wow. Hey, you know I would trust you with my microphone, but I don't know if I'd trust you with my taxes. Okay. Hey, so how long have you been playing RuneScape?
Oh, I've been playing since I knew how to talk and knew how to walk, and yeah, I've been playing since I was about 5 years old. This is my 16th year playing, and I cannot
Wow.
believe it's been that long.
You've been playing longer than me. I'm at 13 years. So, yeah, I think that's really, really cool. How old are you?
I am currently 21, and I will be 22 in less than a month. So
Wow, fantastic. Yeah, that's really nice. Now, as far as streaming, is RuneScape the only game you stream?
yes, I haven't found any other games that I really want to stream, and RuneScape has just been a very nice community, and very supportive, and very like, you should do this, and that, and
Hmm.
you know, we just kind of hang around. We do like you do. We do bosses all the time, and it's a lot of fun.
Right on, man. Hey, I think that's cool as hell. What level are you?
I am currently max level. I have actually four accounts. I have my main, which is a max level.
Huh?
Not maxed in general, like not every skill is maxed, but a max combat. I have my alt, which is about level 72, my hardcore Iron Man, which is about level 40, and then my regular Iron Man, which is about level 35 ish.
Wow, man, I'm telling you, you've been busy, huh?
Oh yeah, RuneScape is my life.
Um, have you ever been to RuneFest yet?
I have not, but I'm hoping to come to it, or maybe even your event, Rune West, here this year. I'm hoping.
Well,
We'll see.
well, you sure be welcome to come. You know, as a matter of fact, if you come on down, we'll give you a booth, and you can set up and sign autographs and meet and greet the people, and just have a good time. Okay?
That sounds great, man.
Yeah, we'll give you your own booth.
That sounds awesome.
Um, So, as far as the RuneScape goes, what are your goals in RuneScape with your character?
Ooh, well, I've been starting to learn the harder bosses, and my mods and stuff in stream are helping me, ease my way into a bunch of the bosses. Like I've been doing a lot of EDs lately. I've been doing Elite Dungeon 2. We're
Huh?
gonna probably try Elite Dungeon 3 and 1 very soon, and then we'll try to move up from there and try to go
Cool.
to the bigger bosses.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. I really do. I see a big tiger there. Do you like tigers?
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of I've got a bunch of random shirts that my stream knows about. Like
Hmm.
I have like 7 or 8 shirts that I wear throughout the week, and it's all
I,
the same
I,
shirts. And
I
yeah,
see.
they're all pretty.
Yeah, it looks cool. Are you a dog or cat person, or do you have any pets?
I have one cat, but I'm actually a dog person. My dog passed away when I was 13.
Hmm.
Or no. First went to college, actually, not 13. I got him when I was 13, and he passed away,
Hmm.
or in the past like 2 years or so. But I have not had a dog since then.
What
So,
was your dog's name?
luckily enough, I was young enough to where Lilo and Stitch was first in theaters and stuff. So
Uh-huh.
my cat's name is Lilo, and my dog's name was Stitch.
Well, that's really cool, I think. Now, I'm just curious. What grade did you say you're in?
I am a sophomore in college, or I will be a sophomore coming this fall
I see.
when I.
Yeah. Now, did you get any student loans, or have you been paying for it all yourself?
I thankfully have been getting student loans. I would not be able to pay for it otherwise.
I see.
Um, yeah, it's hard,
Yeah. Now, just
especially.
I'm not trying to be too nosy. I'm just curious, and I want the people to actually, get to know you and find out who and what you are.
Yeah, I
So,
understand. Yeah,
um,
but yeah, it's been a rough ride so far. But
do you live with your family, or do you live on your own?
I live with my parents currently until I am done with college, and then I will be on my own
I
after that.
see. Cool. That makes it nice, right?
Oh yeah, it makes not having to pay for rent pretty good.
Yeah.
It helps out with having to pay for school.
Now, I heard you
So
say you're moving here pretty soon. Are you moving far or close or?
we're moving about 20-25 minutes from where we are right now. But
Huh?
I'm actually not going to be in a basement anymore, so I'm not going to have this wall behind me anymore.
Hmm.
People like to joke around in the stream and call I live in a dungeon. That's what they like to say.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm actually gonna have a window. I'm gonna have an actual wall. It's gonna be great.
Yeah. You know what? I love that wall. I really do. So,
Yeah, a lot of people like it.
yeah. I think it looks cool as hell. Now, do you have any really great items on your RuneScape account?
Oh yeah, we do. I do lots and lots of bossing, so I have lots. I usually gain quite a bit of money, so I have a full trim masterwork with a Nox staff,
Hmm.
a Nox bow. Oh no, not Nox bow, Nox staff with full Virtus, Pernix with Ascension crossbows. I
Hmm.
got just about everything you can imagine.
Do you have a party hat?
I wish, man. I really wish.
Yeah. All right. If you could have one, what color would you want?
I would have to go with yellow, and my stream knows that all too well because I have this meme going around that I have in the GE. I have a yellow party hat. I'm trying to buy it for 1 GP, and I know it's never gonna buy ever,
Yeah.
but it's just there just for a joke. Just my stream always questions me. They're always like, "Why do you have a party hat in for 1 GP?" I'm just like, "It's
Yeah.
just there, just maybe someday, probably not."
Yeah. I just put a yellow party hat on. What do you think?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks good, man. Looks really good.
All right. Cool. Yeah. Hey, well, you know what? If you send me an email with the address, we'll shoot you a yellow party hat. Okay?
Sweet, sounds great to me, man.
Yeah. Heck yeah. That's the
Love to
least
have
I
one.
could do. Um, in RuneScape, what would you say your greatest accomplishment was?
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know. I've accomplished. I feel like I've accomplished so much that it's just like, but there's so much more to accomplish as well.
Hmm.
Um, I think my most accomplished moment would probably be finally doing ED2 solo for the first time and actually being able to go all the way through the dungeon without having to like have anybody else help me or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And there's no doubt in my mind that before it's over, you'll kill every boss, and you're going to be a great player. I've watched you, and you're really a good guy, and you really put a lot of hard work into it, and you're a talented person. So no doubt in my mind. Now, in life, what would you say your greatest accomplishment is?
ooh, that's another good one. There's so many good things that have happened. I would say being able to purchase my first car without like any like other help, or
Yeah,
like being able to like lease my own car without having to like need anybody else's help. So that's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah,
I'd say
hell
it's a
yeah,
pretty big accomplishment.
yeah. Mine is that I get to work with my nephew Will every day.
Yeah, that's
That's
absolutely awesome.
yeah. I mean, that's my greatest accomplishment in life. Is I worked it out to where him and I could sit and because we started playing RuneScape together a long time ago. And his dad had some problems, and him and his brother came and lived with me for a little while, and I went down and I got him both a computer for the living room, and I got internet connections and bought them RuneScape memberships. They'd always played free to play prior to that. And
Yeah,
and every night I'd come home from work, they'd come home from school, and we'd sit in there and play RuneScape together, the three of us. So that's when he was 10 years old. Now he's 24. So for the last 2 years, we've been able to work back and forth together and work together and play RuneScape together. And it's just been fantastic. And I know my dead brother would be the happiest. His dad died 9 years ago, so I know that his brother. I mean his father would be really really happy that we're close and family. And so
yeah. That's I mean that's the only thing that you could do. I mean,
yeah, hell yeah.
it's awesome.
He's my buddy, and I like him, and I'm sure you've watched him play. He's pretty talented too, just like yourself.
Yeah, I've watched him a little bit, not too much. I usually watch you mostly, but I
Ah,
do watch him on occasion. So
yeah. Um, if you could say a couple of words to some of the people who help you in your stream, or give them a shout out, okay? Your mods, your donors, whatever you think. You know what I mean? But maybe the top 3, 4, 5 people that have helped you the most since you've been streaming. Let's give you a chance there. Give them a big shout out.
all right. I do have some honorable mentions before we get into like my top five. So I have 10 mods currently. A couple of them are new. A couple of them I've recently made mods. And a lot of them have been here since the very very beginning. Awesome God is always trying to motivate me to do things, and he's always complaining whenever I don't do things. Bear is very nice. He's a very nice person. He always helps out with the masses and stuff. It's really cool. He runs EDs with me too, so that's cool. I have Brian, who just recently became one of our mods, and he's really knowledgeable of the game. He helps me out trying to help me perk my gear and stuff. Um, and my buddy Zombie that I've known for 4 years. He's been a real good support. Same thing with my guy named Thoth. He's also a very big supporter of mine,
Cool.
and I really appreciate all of them. And any of the other mods that I haven't mentioned, I appreciate all of them too, even though they weren't mentioned.
I understand completely. Now, when you first started watching streamers, um, who did you watch?
When I very really first started watching streams, I usually only watch RuneScape streams. I used to watch. The first one was probably like way back in January. I have to think about that. You were like one of the first people I watched from RuneScape, though.
Oh,
You really got me into like knowing about the bosses and knowing what the mechanics are.
well, good.
And then nowadays, I just watch just about
Yeah.
everybody.
You know who I
Um,
first started watching was Brobson. Okay.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's the first guy I started watching. Do you know who he is?
I know of him. I've never
Mhm.
seen him though. Like I've never seen like one of his
Yeah.
streams.
Well, he's really, really a nice guy. And he went and streamed Pokemon for about a year and a half. But he's back to RS3, and he streams with another guy named Tristle, and they're both real good. and nice people too. You could never say enough nice things about both of them. But like, if you're ever going to try and learn Araxi, Tristle has an unbelievable video on how to kill Araxi. So
Yeah, don't even get me started about that.
yeah,
People have been pushing me to learn Rax and Telos,
yeah,
and I'm like, oh, there's so many mechanics I have to learn, and yeah, it's
yeah.
just
I understand. I'd spend 6 months on Araxi if it was me. You know what I mean? That's what I'd do. And get a big kill count and make some good money off of it, and then I might move on to something different. But I'm just saying that's me. Um, are you in a clan?
I actually have my own clan.
Yeah.
It's not very active. I'm trying to get it to where I can make it more active.
What
I need more people in it though.
What's the name?
The name of the clan is RSNerd Space Army.
All right.
I might change it at some point.
I don't know. I just wanted to give you a chance to shout out your clan. Okay. So now, totally on a different subject. Okay. Let's just say that all of a sudden you're in a dream and you wake up from the dream and you're sitting in prison on death row, and the warden comes in and says, "What would you like for your last meal?" Okay. What would you have for your last meal?
Oh my god. I'd probably have him go call my mom and be like, "Mom, I need your meatloaf." My mom's meatloaf is the greatest.
All
I love
right.
my mom's meatloaf.
Cool. So, are you a hunter or a fisherman or anything?
I fish with my dad sometimes, but I'm not the biggest. I've never hunted anything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, we fish. We have our own boat, and we go fishing sometimes. So
What do you fish
when
for?
it's nice out. Usually either bass or trout. That's usually the big thing around here.
Yeah.
So those are the two main fish that we usually fish for.
I like rocktail and swordfish. That's my two favorites. Okay. So.
I was gonna say I would never find one of those around here. I don't
Yeah.
think.
So, yeah, that's how I got 99. Me and this girl, we just sat in there and fished rocktail for like 3 months. So, and that's how I got 99 fishing. That was before Priff or anything like that.
Yeah.
So,
There's actually oh, go ahead. There's actually a joke on my stream that my fishing level is 69 and it will never be anything more than that.
yeah.
And I even have a command in my stream that my mods love to use of like Jeremy's fishing level is 69 and will never be anything more.
Well, that's cute. Um, what's your favorite skill when you play RuneScape?
I think I've fallen in love with dungeoneering. I know a lot of people hate dungeoneering with like a passion, but I really enjoy like running through with other people and being able to like do every skill kind of all at once, even if it's in small bits.
Hmm.
Um, but my first ever 99 was fletching, so I mean it's either a toss up between dungeoneering and fletching. I really like both. So
I see. Now, are you a coffee or a tea kind of guy, or?
no, I'm more of an energy. I'm never drinking coffee, and I've only drank tea once, and I did not like it.
Yeah, I
So
don't like tea
I'm more
myself.
of a yeah. I'm more of a Powerade guy. They all know that I have Powerade every stream. It's kind of empty, but it's
Yeah.
usually blue. That's usually what I drink. So,
All right. Well, do you like beef, chicken, or fish?
ooh, that's a tough one. If you wanted to, if I could have all three, that'd be great. But my favorite would probably be chicken. I have chicken probably the most out of all three of them,
I
so
see.
I'd probably
Cool.
go with chicken over everything.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to fast food, what would be your first pick from fast food? Which store?
Oh, you're throwing hardballs at me. um, you know what? I'd have to go with the classic. I'd have to go with probably McDonald's if I had to, if
Right on.
anything. Because
Yeah.
KFC, if KFC counts as a fast food chain, then KFC would probably be over
Yeah,
McDonald's.
it is
'Cause
KFC. Yeah.
I absolutely love KFC.
You know what I love about KFC? You know that bowl you get that's got the mashed potatoes in it, and it's got corn and bits of chicken and gravy on it. Well, I can't remember what it's called, but man, I love that. Every time I go there, I get two.
Wow. That's a lot of food, damn.
Well, I thought they were kind of small, to be honest.
I like bringing home their family bucket now because
Yeah.
my family loves eating from KFC. So I usually bring home. Sometimes I bring home the big buckets of the family style chicken there, and I'm like, ooh, I
Hell,
love those nights when we have KFC.
hell yeah. Man, I don't blame you a bit. Now around here, Eric and Will, they're big on Taco Bell. Man, that's all you ever hear them say. Taco Bell, Taco Bell, Taco Bell. But I get tired of it after a while, you know. And my favorite is I like the double cheeseburgers from McDonald's off the value menu. Man,
Oh yeah, can't go wrong there.
yeah, they're just perfect. You know, big chunks of meat and a little bit of bread. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Yeah,
and I love
but yeah,
McDonald's
I haven't had
fries.
Taco Bell.
Are
Oh
McDonald's
yeah,
fries your
their fries are
favorite?
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by far. Yeah, by far. I haven't had Taco Bell. Speaking of Taco Bell, I haven't had Taco Bell in a very long time.
Now you said earlier the Falcons were your favorite football team, but is football your favorite sport, or do you like any other sports?
Football is the one I watch the most. I also watch hockey and sometimes baseball, but
All
football
right,
is by far my favorite.
I see. Who's your favorite hockey team?
The Boston Bruins. Actually, I kind of have two because the Atlanta used to have. I'm an all Atlanta sports team, so Hawks, Braves, Falcons. I used to be a Thrashers fan, but they moved to Winnipeg, so I'm a Winnipeg fan first and a Boston Bruins fan second. So
I see.
I'm kind of happy that they're in the final now.
Do you ever go to games?
Yeah, my uncle takes me sometimes to regular season games. I've never went to a playoff game, so
I see. I never have either, but you know, I've probably been to, I don't know, maybe 50 Raider games, maybe 10 49er games, maybe 50 or 100 Oakland A's games, okay? You know, because I lived out in California for 39 years, so.
yeah, makes
I,
sense.
I hated the Lakers, hated the Dodgers, hated the Rams, you know? So, but I love the 49ers, the Raiders, the A's, you know, the Giants. Now, it's funny, I don't like Golden State Warriors, you know what I mean?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm
So
surprised.
I'm a Boston Celtic fan, man. I've been my whole life. You know, there was a guy named Bill Russell. He played at the University of San Francisco, and I was real young, and I got to go watch him play two college basketball games, and I just thought he was the greatest thing ever. He went to Boston and played there 13 years, so I was a huge Boston fan, all because of him. You know, and then as time you start liking the other players too. You know, and
You ever watch Larry Bird play?
oh yeah, you know, I used to probably see 50 of their. There was a deal you could get on TV where you could watch their home games, you know, and I probably watched 50 games a year of Boston. You know what I mean? Back when he was playing, but he's not my
Impressive.
favorite player. I mean, you know, I like John Havlicek the most, but you might not even know who that is. So
Nope.
yeah. Um, do you believe in space aliens? Do you believe there are aliens out there somewhere? And have you ever met one or talked to one or come in contact with them?
I mean, this is a great question because I love watching Neil deGrasse Tyson's shows, like all about like space travel and like all about space and planets and what's out
Hmm.
there, what could be out there, and all that stuff. I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. I wish there would be because I mean that'd kind of be interesting to see a different civilization, how they would live and how they survive and stuff. But on the other half, I wouldn't want to get like invaded. I wouldn't want
Yeah.
to be like abducted or like
Yeah, it'd be
wouldn't want to
really
get
cool
taken
unless they
over.
wanted to eat you, right?
Yeah, yeah, basically, exactly.
Yeah, or make you a slave to mine some ore. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh, or
absolutely.
or like in Predator where they hunt you. You know?
Yeah, definitely not that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't want that.
Yeah. Now I'm just curious. Do you believe in ghosts?
I used to. I don't believe anymore. I used to be big on like those haunted shows, like where they go into like like deserted like cemeteries and like
Yeah.
haunted like mansions or
Hmm.
whatever. The shows. I used to believe in that stuff because I watched those all the time. Not so much anymore. I know it's all like movie magic
Yeah.
as far as all that. They make things move around and stuff. It's
Now,
all like
do you know who the Winchester boys are? The Winchesters.
I have heard of them. Yes,
You know,
I don't think
they
I've
have
ever
that
seen,
they have that
but
TV show. You know what I mean? But their real name's not Winchester, okay? But in the TV series they are, okay? And they would go around and solve all kinds of mysteries, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense.
I was just curious if you knew who they were. That's all.
I've heard of them. Yep, I've definitely heard of them.
Um, what kind of car do you like? Well, I mean, if you could pick any car in the world, what car would you pick?
Ooh, I like my car that I have right now. It's a Chevy Cruze LTZ, leather seats.
Mm-hmm.
It gets hot during the summer because but it's very nice during the winter when it's cold out, and
Yeah,
it's great. I love Chevy. Chevy's probably my favorite car brand as far
yeah.
as everything goes. But yeah, if I had to choose one, um, I don't know. I'm not really a big Mustang guy. I'm not really a big real power car or muscle car.
Mm-hmm.
I'd go for I don't know. Like I know Teslas are kind of okay. I'm not really a big fan of those either. Um, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to have a sports car if I was rich, or I wouldn't want to have a fancy house or anything like that. So I don't
Huh.
know. I like having that car I have now.
What do you have?
The Chevy Cruze LTZ that I was just saying,
All right, cool.
with the leather seats and
Yeah,
all the fixings.
that cost you some money, huh?
Oh yeah, about 35 grand.
Wow. Well, that's cool, man. I think it's just great that a young guy like you has the responsibility to go out there and get that. You know, hell yeah. I think that's fantastic.
Yep, almost pay about $500 a month for it.
Now, are you serious about being an accountant when you get older?
Oh yeah, yeah. I would like to work for some big company somewhere if I had the chance to. And
Yeah.
I'm real good with math. I'm real good with numbers and figuring things out. And
Mm-hmm.
I've always been good with math all throughout school. They're saying, yeah, you should go for this, or you should go for one of these two things because they're all heavily math based. And I'm
Well,
like,
well, isn't a
yeah,
big part of it tax law, though?
yeah. You have to learn law and you have to learn
Yeah.
yeah, you have to learn taxes and stuff. But I mean, it wouldn't be too hard, I don't think, for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand most things, so.
Out of all the insects in the world, which ones do you hate the most? Can you name a couple?
A lot of people's lists would be like spiders and cockroaches. Mine are I hate bees. Bees are like if you saw me around a bee, I would be running. I'd be on the other side of the room or out the door.
Yeah.
I absolutely hate bees with a passion. Um, the only other ones are maybe like mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. Like I hate when they buzz around you all the time. Like
Yeah.
especially hot when it's hot during the summer and you're
Yeah.
sweating. And, you get mosquitoes all over the place. Uh,
And,
especially with the viruses that they hold and stuff
yeah.
nowadays. So
They even have flies that bite too. You know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn. And you'll think no big deal. It's just some flies around here. You know. And the next thing you know, ow! That hurt like hell. Um, do you ever tell jokes?
I try to be a jokester. Yeah, I'm always I'm always trying to keep the chat light and positive. No, I don't like having any negativity around. I try to keep everything that's going on in life out at the door, and I try to I try to bring some positive energy. We try to just play the game, have some fun, have some jokes.
Yeah.
If we go too far, we try to correct it and be like, yeah, that was going too far. Don't let that happen again. Stuff
Now,
like that.
I
So.
don't mean to put you on the spot. So, if you don't want to do this, it's okay. But off the top of your head, can you think of a joke that you'd like to tell us?
Ooh, on the spot.
Now, if it's not, no problem. Hey, we'll just move right on. No problem.
Um, none that I can think of right off the top of my head. At least not people. Only the people from my stream would understand some of the jokes that I would say because a lot of it comes from other people on the streams and stuff. So
Yeah.
I don't think everybody would get it. So
You know, just here recently, there was this one girl in our chat, and she just kept nagging at me and nagging at me and nagging him about me smoking. You know what I mean? She's telling you it's going to kill you. It's taking years off your life. And then finally she starts getting into, and those damn cigarettes, they cost a fortune. Jesus Christ. How much do you pay for cigarettes? You pay so much for cigarettes. It's unbelievable. But by God, at your age, if you would have quit smoking a long time ago, right now you could have a damn Lamborghini sitting out in the driveway. And I said, well, damn.
that's
Damn.
great.
Finally, I said, but now I just got to ask you, do you smoke? She said, no. I said, well, where the hell do you park your Lamborghini at, bitch?
That's great.
Yeah. Where do you park your Lamborghini at, bitch?
That's fantastic.
Yeah. That's actually a joke somebody told on the stream this morning. So it's not.
Nice.
I stole it from somebody. I thought it was. It
It's all
made me
right.
laugh like crazy. It really did. So where the hell is
Brought
your
some joy.
Lamborghini then? Where do you park yours at? Yeah. Um. Do you ever fly? Have you flown in your life?
I have. I've been to Florida multiple times. We've been to Disney World multiple times. I've never been anywhere farther west than Illinois. Illinois is as far west as I've gone.
Hmm.
I've never been to California. I've never been to like Texas or anything that far south or that far west. So
Huh. Well, if if you and I get together in a year from now, where do you hope to be as a streamer?
in a year, I'm hoping to maybe be a partner at some point. I've been trying to work my way up there, but it's kind of how it is. It's kind of hard to
Yeah.
get up there if you're a smaller guy, because you have to have 75 concurrent viewers over a 30-day period. It's based on the hours that you stream, and it's rough. It can be kind of tough, but I mean we're trying to get there, so we'll see.
Well, you have to do it on 12 different days or more. Okay.
Yeah,
So as long as you do it 12 days, and then apply. Okay. Does that make sense?
yeah.
So So I would say a person should try real hard. You know what I mean? And then like the first 12 days of the month, do everything you can. You know what I mean? And if you get there, stop until they approve you. Yeah.
Everybody
Right?
be wondering where the hell I went.
Yeah. Yeah. But they wouldn't be, okay? They would look at it and say, okay, you meet the qualifications. Here you go. You know what I mean? So, were you happy when they made the changes in Twitch?
Oh yeah, when they changed some of the affiliate stuff and gave people more emotes and stuff.
Well,
Yeah, I
not
really
just
enjoyed
that, but
that.
also the payment part, okay?
Yeah.
You used to, like for an example, let's say that on the first of the month you got money, okay? Or it be a sub or a donation or whatever, okay? You'd have to wait 75 days to get that money.
Oh yeah. Because now you get it within
45.
45. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
So
less
they
than.
just changed it, okay? So,
Yeah,
like I think for like the established people that that have been doing it for years, they're used to it taking 75 days, and it's not a big deal to them anymore. But to the new people struggling, you know what I mean? And hell, they're trying to buy a better microphone or a better camera, and they need that money flowing in. And I think it's going to make a big difference, and it's really going to help a lot of the small streamers or the new streamers to do well.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
so I was glad they just made that change a month ago. So
Yeah, it's great. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, if there was one thing you could change about Twitch, what would it be?
one thing about Twitch. Ooh, um, limit the amount of I would say limit the amount of vulgar, make it have how some platforms now have like a kid friendly or like a kid section. I wish that Twitch would make a section to where it's like no streamers that like that are more meant for like streams that are more meant for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Twitch streams. Like I know that they've just come out with like Twitch Sing. I think like where people can like sing and interact with the chat and sing and stuff. I wish they would have like a kid section, like to where kids could go and parents wouldn't have to worry about people like dropping the f-bomb every like 5 minutes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think that would be a cool change to have.
If you could change one thing about RuneScape, what would it be?
Stone spirits. I hate stone spirits with a passion. My stream hates stone spirits with a passion. I've actually been. The funny thing about stone spirits is that I collect them. I have almost 38 mil worth of stone spirits sitting in my bank, just doing nothing. I never sell stone spirits ever.
Huh.
Anytime we go bossing, everybody knows that I just collect them all and I just hoard them basically.
Yeah.
And I do not sell them on the GE. That's kind of like my little thing against Jagex. Is like I'm soon as they put those in, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna sell them because they're not the best thing in the game, and they ruined some of the Godward Dungeon 2 bosses. Their drop tables used to be a lot better, from what I'm told. So
Yeah. All right. Cool. Do you have siblings?
I have one sister that has recently actually come onto my stream, and she I taught her how to do clue scroll, and I taught her how to kind of play the game a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, she's actually going to college very soon. She's graduating high school on June 1st, so she's going to be moving out in September, or in late August, early September, because she's going to go live on campus. So
I see. So she's your younger sister?
yep, she's younger by 3.5 years.
All right.
She's 18 currently.
Cool. All right. Was it fun having a sister growing up? I have a younger sister too, but I have two older brothers too. So
Yeah, I never knew what a brother felt like. But yeah, it was fun having a sister. I could go on and on about how we bicker back and forth, but I mean, we got each other's back whenever at the end of the day. So
yeah,
it's just
that
like
helps.
any other siblings do.
Did you
Siblings fight all the time, but
did you play sports when you were in school?
I played baseball for a little while in my early years of high school, and I played football in my later years in high school, like junior, senior year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Cool. What position?
I played an offensive guard. I was
Right on.
protecting the QB.
Well, and opening the holes for the running back, you know.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Oh yeah. Now, if you had to be a teacher, a school teacher, okay, what subject would you teach?
Without a doubt, I would probably teach math. Like, even if it's like very basic math, like addition, subtraction,
Mm-hmm.
early multiplication, and division, I would be all over that, like white on rice. Like math is like my subject.
Cool. Now, when you were in high school, what's one thing that you would have changed if you could have?
I would have been more social. I was a very non-social person. I used to like keep to myself and not like I was
Mm-hmm.
bullied through the first 2 years of high school, and it was kind of sucked. It kind of made that the way it was. I wish that wouldn't have happened. I wish I would have stood up for myself a little bit. Um, but yeah, I would definitely try to be more social, and I kind of corrected that in my senior year. I was kind of a
Mm-hmm.
little bit more. I enjoyed my senior year more than any of the other 3 years that I was in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely would have. I definitely would have changed that if I could have. If I
Well,
could go back.
cool. Yeah. Um, if you could ask me any one question, what question would you ask me?
Ooh, I would like to know like how you like do all this stuff during the day. Like, I see you're on in the morning now. You have like you do stuff at nighttime with other people. You stream during the afternoon. Like, what time do you go to sleep? What time do you get to sleep during the day?
Well, normally I'll go to sleep about 9 o'clock at night. Okay, but like in the case today, I'll probably go to sleep about 10:30. Now, I'll wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and I'll just sit and drink some coffee, smoke some cigarettes. I'll get on and I'll start my stream, and I'll my stream will roll for at least 2 hours and maybe three. Depends on what time Eric gets up and how Eric's feeling in the morning. Okay, and then I'll host Eric. Now, uh, now Eric gets off at 2 o'clock. So when I host him at let's say 8 or 9 in the morning, it gives me a chance to go get another 2 or 3 hours of sleep with a nap. Okay, but before I do that, I have to post the video from the morning talk show. Okay, and then and like tomorrow morning after I post the video from the morning talk show, I'll edit this video. Okay, so that's what I try and do. I try and get about 6 hours sleep at night, and then get 2 or 3 more hours of like a nap in the middle of the daytime. But then I come back at 2 o'clock and I stream until 8, and then I watch some Will's video for a while and or Will's stream. You know what I mean? And then I try and check out a few other streamers, and then when I'm really good and tired, then I'll go and try to get that 6 hours of sleep. But that's my schedule every day. I try and work on 2 videos every single day. I try and stream 2 different streams every day, and I like to watch the news so that I have something to talk about on the talk show.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
But you're right. I stay pretty darn busy, and
Yeah, yeah, you're definitely busy.
but hey, if you stay busy, then you don't worry about the bullshit in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got to,
I totally
I
agree
got
with
no
you
time for that. It's I get these
there.
people that, oh, what, that Hillary Clinton, that bitch, and I'm going, oh, please shut the hell up. I don't want to hear none of it. That
Yeah.
Donald Trump, shut the hell up. I don't want to hear none of it. Okay, so I'm too busy to worry about what their problems are. Okay, so do you vote?
Yes, yes, I did. I did vote in this past election. It was the first time I could vote, actually,
No, I don't
because I
want to
had
know
just
who
turned.
for it. I don't want to know who for it. It's none of my business.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
I wouldn't
and
have
and I
told
don't
anyway.
want and I don't want no haters. You know what I mean? I believe in
Hmm.
the secret ballot. But the only reason I was saying that is because when I was your age, the very first time I got a chance to vote, I did. Okay, and then I never voted again. So it was a big deal when I was young, but it just it just lost its appeal for whatever reason. Now, not
Yeah,
everybody's that way, obviously. What the hell? They had 200 million people vote in the election, so.
yeah.
But
I'm
it
not a
just,
very big guy on politics anyway, so.
yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about it. If I don't know them personally, why would I care? You know what I mean? Um, do you like watching the news and do you like watching world events or?
um, no, I'm mostly a sports guy. I mostly, I sometimes watch politics. I mean, not too much though, to where I would know anything about it or know
But
much about
news
it.
doesn't always just mean politics. It could be, the flood in Florida, or it could be the earthquake in California, or
Yeah, yeah, I kind of keep up with those. Usually during work, during my lunch hour, usually they have the news on, like the world news, and they kind of like go around, and I usually watch that.
not too long
Um,
ago there was another shooting in Colorado, and man,
oh wow,
I just wanted to just sit there and cry. You know what I mean? I really
yeah,
did. Okay, things like that in the news, they just break my heart. They really do.
yeah.
So so you're not a big news guy. Um, what do you like to watch when you watch TV?
I usually watch like I've watched Breaking Bad, I've watched Walking Dead. I have a couple shows that I watch here and there. I don't watch too much TV besides like sports and the couple shows that I'll watch from time to time. I'm more of a Netflix guy. Like I'll watch Stranger Things sometimes. I'll watch like Fuller House because I grew up on Full House. Full House was
Mhm.
like my favorite show back in the day. But I used to watch all kinds of cartoons when I was a kid. I knew just about almost every cartoon that there was that I knew about.
Did you watch Game of Thrones? Any of them?
No, and that's why all the storyline and everything about that goes way over my head when people start talking about that because I'm
Yeah.
like I've never watched Game of Thrones. I don't know anything about this or who that is or
Do
you
you
know.
ever watch Oak Island? Because it's not that far north of where you are.
Hmm. I think I've watched a couple episodes of that. Not too much. Like I'm not that deep into it,
Yeah,
but
I really like that show. I like Gold Rush too with Parker.
you'd love my dad. Then my dad's all about those history shows like
Yeah.
Pawn Stars and
Hmm.
Storage Wars and yeah, the gold mining ones. He also loves like the fishing shows too, like
Yeah.
Wicked Tuna stuff like that. He's
Cool.
all about that. So
What kind of music do you like? I can just tell you're a music lover. So what kind of
oh
music do
yeah,
you
I
like?
love music. I'm more of a rock and roll and some rap. I like some clean rap. I don't like it, all the dirty stuff. You know what I'm
Hmm.
talking about. I'm more of a clean rap type of person, and more of a rock and roll slash some metal, not like super heavy metal, but like I'll listen to some stuff. So,
Well, who's your favorite band?
I personally like Falling in Reverse and Five Finger Death Punch. Those are probably my two favorites.
Cool.
I listen to those a lot. So,
All right. Good. Good. Yeah. Hey, you seem like a real interesting guy. You seem like a real nice guy. You're friendly and polite and courteous, man. I can tell you right now, like I said, I've watched your show before too. You know what I mean? And man, I bet your mom and dad are really, really proud. And if they're not, it's just because they don't know you well enough. If they knew what you were like, gosh, you've done well to show what a great job they did raising you.
oh yes, I'm always trying to be polite. I'm always trying not to get in anybody else's business.
Yeah.
I try to keep to my own, and It's all
Yeah,
about that.
I think it's cool as hell. Hey, if you could go anywhere in the world and all expenses paid trip for a week, where would you go?
I've always wanted to go overseas. I've always wanted to like explore, like go to Europe or like like Italy or maybe like France or
Hmm.
one of those like destinations to where like a lot of tourists go just to like see the sights, like see the tower in France or the you know see some type of event like the Tour de France or something
Yeah,
like that. Um, I don't know, but yeah, I definitely want to go like overseas or either that or go to California because I've never been to California.
yeah.
I hear it's great, so maybe sometime.
Well, look, if you go to California, please do me a big favor, okay? Go to Huntington Beach in Orange County, okay? All right,
All right.
all right, and you go there and go single, okay? You know, hey, man, I'm telling you right
All
now,
right.
you will have so much fun. It's unbelievable. I guarantee you, you'll probably stay 2 days, not one. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a more beautiful sight than the Grand Canyon. Okay, so
I get what you're getting at. I
yeah,
get what you're getting at.
hell yeah, it's just like Baywatch, man. I'm telling you. Okay, so anyway, when I was young, that's where I used to like to hang out. So, um, did you ever ride motorcycles or horses or?
I rode a horse when I was very, very young. I do not remember it at all because I was like 2 years old, and my mom had to like hold me as I was riding. I have a picture of it
Yeah.
somewhere around here. But I have but yeah, I used to ride horses when I was very, very young. And I've never rid one since then. And I'm not a very big motorcycle guy. I used to ride a bike all the time. I
Hmm.
was more of a bike person, but never anything motorized. No, never a motorized scooter or anything like that.
When I was a kid, they had something called the draft. Okay, the Selective Service system, and they would come to American males and say, "Hey, you have to go in the service. If you don't, we're going to put you in jail." Okay, so you they would decide what they were going to do with you for like the next 2 years, and that's that. Now, if they came to you and said that back then, you could real quick run down and join the branch of service that you wanted to belong to. Okay, now which branch of service would you hope to end up in if you were forced to do it? Okay,
Ooh.
Army, Air Force, Navy, or Marines?
I've always been curious about the Air Force. I've always been curious about having to pilot and
Mm-hmm.
having to like drive a big motorized plane or a big motorized like jet or
Yeah,
something like that. So I'd probably go into Air Force just out of like the curiosity and like getting
yeah.
into that type of stuff.
Now, funny you say that. Will, he joined the Navy. Okay, and he did 4 years in the United States Navy. Got an honorable discharge. You know what his job was in the Navy?
What was it?
Loading bombs and rockets on airplanes. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
yeah, and he was the one that was arming them. You know what I mean, and making sure they were ready to go. Damn, that'd be scary as hell, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I would be scared.
Yeah, I was
I'd
thinking
be
to
scared I'd
myself,
let one off by accident.
yeah, or drop it or something. I don't
Or yeah,
know.
or drop it and
Yeah,
go off on me. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, but yeah, he chose the Navy. That's what he when he got out of high school, he joined the Navy. So now, my two older brothers, one was drafted, one joined. They were in the Army. Now, my dad, he had seven brothers and sisters. Well, he had seven brothers, not 11, nine in his family, not counting himself. So there were 10 kids in that family. But seven of them were boys, okay, and three girls. All seven went in the United States Army. So I thought
wow,
that was kind of trippy, you know what I mean? So,
that's cool.
yeah, well, that
Actually,
was World War II. Now, my two brothers was
that's
Vietnam, so
yeah.
thank God I was too young, too ugly. Yeah. So I signed up for it, and before they ever got to anywhere near picking me, they canceled it and ended the war. So you know what I mean. And so I got lucky. I say I got lucky, but you know what I mean by that. Who in the hell wants to go over there and get shot at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can never imagine going overseas and having to kill other people. That'd just be a nightmare
Yeah.
of mine.
Now, do
I
you
would
ever
never
see
want to do
the
that.
advertisements on TV or on the internet or anything about Viking cruises?
Viking cruises? I've never seen them.
They have these big cruise boats, and they cruise all up in there in Denmark, Norway, Finland, whatever, Sweden, who knows, whatever it is, and in the
Yeah,
rivers there, and they go along the course where the Vikings used to go, and they show you
that's cool.
the Vikings used to raid here, the Vikings used to live here, da 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 da. You know, I always
Yeah,
thought that would be a really cool vacation to go to. You know.
yeah, that'd definitely be interesting. Definitely be cool.
Yeah, I always pictured myself as a Thor kind of guy, you know what I mean? So I want that big ass hammer, you know. It's now along those lines, if you had to be one of the characters in out of comic books, which one would you pick?
Ooh, I would have to be probably Spider Man. I love Spider Man. Spider Man's probably my favorite superhero too.
Good.
Um, I would love to hang from buildings and have to swing around and save the day. It'd be cool. I thought it would be at least.
Did it break your heart when he died in that movie?
Yeah, it did. It broke my heart because
Me too.
I would never wanted to see him. Never wanted to see it that happen.
And then in this last one, when Iron Man and I forgot the girl's name, when those two died. Oh God, that really pissed me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
My,
last movie. That last movie is a tearjerker.
those two are my two favorites out of the whole bunch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So,
They definitely put a lot of time and effort into them.
yeah, and his name's Tony too. You know what I mean? What the hell? You know? Hey. Yeah. So anyway, it's been really, really fun here, sitting here visiting with you and talking. I really feel like I've made a great friend, not a good friend, a great friend. And
Yeah, absolutely.
I've had really, really a nice time just visiting with you and stuff. And I really just appreciate you coming on the show and sitting here and putting up with my BS. I want to let you know, I hope you become world famous, and I hope you replace Ninja. And after you've done that, I hope you'll come back here and do another interview with me. Okay. So,
Anytime, man. Anytime.
hey, you're a delightful person, honestly. Okay, and you're, a credit to the streaming and a credit to the RuneScape community. Okay. So keep up doing the great job, and keep doing what you're doing. And I guarantee you, sooner or later, it's going to work out really well for you.
Yeah,
So,
thanks, man. I mean, it's all I'm trying to do.
no, I know, and you're doing a great job of it. And you're just, like I said, you're a credit to the RuneScape community. Keep up the hard work and keep doing you. Okay. And,
Yeah, absolutely, man.
now, before we go, I'm hoping I can talk you into doing a Yahoo with me. Okay.
All right, bring it on.
All right. Now, usually I just kind of count it down 1, 2, 3, and then we Yahoo. So 1, 2, 3. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Hell yeah!
Hell
Hey, we
yeah.
spent the last hour with that RS nerd. Hey, man, it was really, really, really fun. It was really, really interesting and really, really informative.
Yeah, great
And,
time. I had a great time.
yeah, now I'm looking forward to seeing you live. Hell yeah!
Hell
So
yeah.
get out there tonight and kick some ass, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to right after this is over.
All right. Hey, I'll see you soon. Thank
All
you
right,
for
man.
everything. And
Yeah, no problem.
Yahoo!
Yahoo!
Everybody, goodbye and have a great night. Yahoo! Hell yeah!